Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that fascinates us all. Longevity. Have you ever wondered what the secret is to living a long, healthy life? Is it genetics, exercise, or something else entirely? Well, today we're going to unlock a major piece of that puzzle. We're going to explore the eating habits of people who live to be 100 based on the findings of top longevity experts. This isn't about some miracle diet or a magic pill. It's about simple, sustainable habits that have been practiced for generations in the world's healthiest communities. So grab a cup of tea, get comfortable, and let's uncover the dietary secrets of First, let's talk about the blue zones. These are 5 specific regions in the world where people live exceptionally long and healthy lives. We're talking about places like Okinawa in Japan, Sardinia in Italy, and Loma Linda in California. Researchers have spent years studying these communities, and what they've found is that while their diets vary, they share some powerful common principles. One of the most significant findings is what they eat, and perhaps more importantly, what they don't eat. The number one rule across almost all blue zones is a predominantly plant-based diet. Now, this doesn't mean everyone is a strict vegetarian or vegan, but it does mean that about 95% of their daily food intake comes from plants. Think about it. Vegetables, fruits, whole grains, and legumes are the cornerstones of their meals. Meat is consumed, but it's more of a celebratory food or a small side dish, not the main event. On average, they might eat meat only about 5 times per month, and the portion sizes are small, around 2 to 3 ounces, which is about the size of a deck of cards. This is a huge contrast to the standard Western diet, where large portions of meat often dominate the plate at every meal. The focus is on nutrient-dense, fiber-rich plant foods that fuel the body and protect it from disease. Let's break down these plant-based powerhouses. Beans are a true superfood in the blue zones. From fava beans and black beans to lentils and chickpeas, legumes are a daily staple. They are an excellent source of protein and fiber, and they're packed with nutrients without the high saturated fat content found in many animal products. The high fiber content keeps you feeling full, helps maintain a healthy weight, and supports a healthy gut microbiome, which is increasingly being linked to overall health and longevity. So, if you're looking to add one thing to your diet, start by incorporating a cup of beans each day. It's a simple change that can have a profound impact. Another key component is whole grains. We're not talking about the highly processed white bread and pasta that are common today. Centenarians consume grains in their whole, unprocessed form. Think oats, barley, brown rice, and sourdough bread made from whole wheat. These grains provide sustained energy, are rich in fiber, and contain important vitamins and minerals. Unlike refined grains that cause rapid spikes in blood sugar, whole grains are digested slowly, providing a steady release of energy and helping to prevent chronic diseases like type 2 diabetes. The sourdough bread popular in some blue zones is also interesting because the fermentation process can make nutrients more available and easier to digest. Of course, we can't forget about vegetables and fruits. The people in these long-living communities eat a wide variety of seasonal, locally grown produce. Their plates are a rainbow of colors, which means they're getting a broad spectrum of vitamins, minerals, and these powerful compounds help fight inflammation and protect cells from damage, which are key factors in the aging process. They don't just eat a side salad. Vegetables are often the main course. From leafy greens like spinach and kale to starchy vegetables like sweet potatoes, they make plants the star of the show. Now, let's discuss fats. The modern world is often confused about fats. Are they good? Are they bad? In the blue zones, the primary source of fat is healthy and plant. Olive oil is a staple in the Mediterranean blue zones, like Ikaria and Sardinia. It's rich in monounsaturated fats and polyphenols, which are known to be Nuts are another daily snack. A handful of almonds, walnuts, or pistachios provides healthy fats, protein, and fiber. These healthy fats are crucial for brain health and reducing inflammation throughout the body. What they avoid are the trans fats found in processed and fried foods, which are known to be detrimental to cardiovascular health. What about dairy? The consumption of dairy is also quite different. While some blue zone inhabitants, like the Sardinian shepherds, consume goats' and sheep's milk products, it's typically fermented, like yogurt or cheese. Cow's milk is not a significant part of their diet. The fermented dairy products provide beneficial probiotics for gut health, and goat's milk has a different nutritional profile than cow's milk, which may be easier for some people to digest. The key takeaway is that their dairy intake is moderate and often from sources other than cows. Here's another surprising habit. They limit sugar. Sugary drinks like sodas are almost non-existent. Desserts and sweets are reserved for special occasions, not an everyday indulgence. The majority of their sugar intake comes naturally from fruits. By avoiding added sugars, they sidestep one of the biggest contributors to inflammation, weight gain, and chronic diseases in the modern world. It has a simple rule. If it comes in a package with a long list of ingredients you can pronounce, it's probably not on the centenarian menu. They eat real whole foods. But it's not just about what they eat. It's also about how they eat. One fascinating principle is the Okinawan concept of Hara Hachi Bu. This is a Confucian teaching that reminds people to stop eating when they are 80% full. This small practice of caloric restriction is incredibly powerful. It prevents overeating, aids digestion, and helps maintain a healthy weight without the stress of counting calories or restrictive dieting. It takes about 20 minutes for your brain to get the signal that you're full. So by stopping a little early, they give their body a chance to catch up. This mindful approach to eating is a stark contrast to the often rushed, distracted eating habits many of us have. Furthermore, meals are a social event. They rarely eat alone or on the go. Food is shared with family and friends, turning mealtime into a moment of connection and relaxation. This social aspect reduces stress and reinforces community bonds, which are also vital components of a long and happy life. They eat slowly, savoring their food and enjoying the company of others. This practice not only enhances the pleasure of eating, but also improves digestion and helps with that Hara Hachi Bu principle of recognizing when you're resatisfied. So let's summarize the key dietary takeaways from the world's longest living Peoples. First, make your diet predominantly fill your plate with vegetables, fruits, beans, and whole grains. Second, treat meat as a side dish or a special occasion food, not a daily staple. Third, embrace healthy fats from sources like olive oil and nuts. Fourth, cut down drastically on added sugar and processed foods. Eat real food. Fifth, practice mindful eating. Stop when you're 80% full. And finally, share your meals with loved ones. Make eating a joyful social experience. The beauty of these principles is their simplicity and accessibility. You don't need to follow a complicated, expensive diet plan. It's about making small, consistent changes and shifting your perspective on food. It's about nourishing your body with whole foods and building a healthier relationship with what you eat and how you eat it. These aren't just tips for living to one. They're tips for living a more vibrant, energetic, and healthier life right now at any age. Thank you so much for joining me today to explore these fascinating insights. I hope you found this information as inspiring as I did. What's one change you're thinking of making to your own diet after hearing this? Let me know in the comments below. I love reading your thoughts and ideas. And if you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about living a healthier, happier life, do you want to forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you want to miss our future videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.